If you're making videos on YouTube for the first time, one of the biggest walls you're going to be hitting is probably going to be editing your videos. When I first started uploading my videos onto my channel, I had no idea what to do. It was a bunch of like raw clips. It's very hard to like find out what program to use and how to use them. Some of them are like very expensive, and some of them are just downright not usable. So that's why in this video, I'm going to give you guys a rundown of what I use and some tips and tricks that will like, help you get you started. Let's get into it. So if you guys want to download it, you can just click on the link in the description, and you can go to this page right here. So this is what I use. It's Davinci Resolve 18.5 public beta. You guys can use Davinci Resolve Studio, but that one is paid for. You need a license for that. And to my knowledge, the biggest difference is that with this one, you can edit in 10-bit videos instead of 8 bits, which is, but like most of the time, you're only gonna be using 8-bit videos anyway. So I would just go with the Davinci Resolve 18.5, which is completely free. Okay, so after you downloaded the app and you installed them and went through the process, the first thing you're going to see is this project menu over here, where it shows you all your previous projects and stuff like that. But obviously you haven't made any projects. For me, I have made some other edits and stuff like that, so I do have a few projects that show over here, but that's not really important. So if you want to make a new project, all you have to do is just go click on new project right here and name it. So you just say tutorial, yes, and it'll open up something like this. Okay, so after opening up a new project, the first window you're gonna see is this one right here. So this is the media tab, where this is where basically you're gonna put all your clips and stuff in here, and just organize before you start editing. So just for the purposes of this video, I'm just gonna use my own clips that I'm gonna be using for this video, and you can basically just drag them in, like whatever video you want. You can just highlight them, drag them in here, and they'll be in the media. So first thing we do before we go on to editing, you want to create a timeline. So what you want to do in your media tab, you can right click, go into create new timeline, go to use project setting and untick that, go into format over here, and you want to make sure that this is set to 60. For most people, that's the best video. You can also like change it to whichever you want, but I usually do on 60 FPS because it will look smoother. You can change the settings if you want, but for me the default works the best. So onto the editing tab. This is probably where you're gonna spend most of your time, just editing and like going over your clips and stuff like that. This is where all the filters and the transitions are, and this is like you can like add text and stuff like that. You can see like video transitions over here, titles for like text, effects and stuff like that. So yeah, for the purpose of this video, I'm just gonna use like my own clips to like show you how editing will look. So to like edit videos, you can just drag them in, and this is basically what it will look like. You'll have an audio tab and a video tab right here, and you can also add MP3s, which will kind of look like it will just be like an audio instead of just audio and a video, and kind of look like this. But I won't really go over that too much. You can also add extra video segments, which will be like audio 1, audio 2, video 1, video 2, stuff like that, so that you can like separate and layer your videos. So if you want like an audio in the background, like a little music in the background, you can have it like this, and you can click on it and change the volume over here without it affecting your actual videos and stuff like that. So I'm just going to go over the UI now, just to get you guys a little bit more comfortable with the UI and tell you guys the functions of everything. So over here is just like your cursor. Basically, you can swap between different cursors. These all have different functions, and then after you're done with it, you can just come back over here. So the one that I use the most over here, I'll just start from the razor. It's pretty self-explanatory. You just go over. Let's say you want to like cut the clip in two, or like you want to cut like a section out of the video. You can just split the video in half, swap to this, and you can like move it around if you want like this segment of your video be like somewhere else. And you can also change it like this. You can trim it, and you can also just Control Z just to undo. Okay, so some of the other stuff about the UI. Over here we have all the clip inserts and all that stuff. So over here we have insert clips. So it's pretty self-explanatory. You just have your little cursor, I guess, wherever you want your clips to be, and you click on one of the clips and you just insert it. I don't find this too useful, as you can just like drag them in like that. It's like a lot easier to do that, but I can see in some situations you want it to be like really precise, you can do that. Another one is like overwrite clips. So same thing, you'll go wherever this cursor is, and you'll just overwrite whatever clip you have over there. You can see like cut off some of my clip. So like this part right here just got cut off. And this one over here basically replaces the clip. So it won't overwrite the entire thing. It will replace like the little bit, like whatever you have over here. You can see it'll start to replace that little bit right there. Again, these are not too useful. I haven't used that much use. I haven't found that many uses for them, since you can just like trim manually or like just drag stuff in. I feel like it's a little bit easier to do, but then again, if you're trying to be like super precise with it, then I can understand if you want to use it. But here are the big stuff. Big thing right here is the snapping. So basically, if you have this on automatically, the clips will snap onto stuff. So it will snap onto this little cursor over here, or like the edges, or if you have like another clip, that it will like snap over there. But without it, it will just like it won't snap. You have to like, it's a little bit better if you're trying to do super precise stuff, so it doesn't like snap around and be annoying. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Another one is links. So basically, if you bring a video in, it's going to come in two parts, the audio and the video part, right? If you have the audio and the video part, if you have the links on, whenever you're trying to move it, you'll move both of them together. But let's say you don't want to do that, then you press this, and now you're able to move them individually. So that, like let's say you want the audio part to be a little bit different, delayed, stuff like that, you can do that. Or like, if you want the audio to keep playing but you want the video to not be there, then you can do that as well. And another one is this over here. So basically, when you press this, the position lock, you won't be able to move anything. So like if you're trying to just make everything, if you have everything perfectly set, you don't want to move stuff around by accident, then this is what you do. Even though you can always just press Control Z and move it back to where it was before. And then here are just like some flags and stuff that you can put down. Normally I use markers a lot, especially for some of the montages that I used to do. It's pretty good for like marking like spots that you need to remember, spots that you need to come back to, stuff like that. Or if there's like a beat then you need to be aware of, you can do that type of stuff as well. So if you look at the top right over here, you're gonna see like a bunch of stuff for editing as well. You have your speed changes over here, your zooming, cropping, stuff like that. You have your audio and volumes and stuff as well. And you can also do this where like if you want to change like a whole volume track, you just click on here, you can change it around like that. Same with the video, you can just press this, go on to the video and change those stuff as well. You can do it you can do it either like clip by clip or the entire track by itself. Okay, so as for transition, they're pretty easy to use. You can go into toolboxes right here. You have audio, video transition, stuff like that. And it's pretty easy to use. You can just drag them in like between the clips and kind of like change how long you want the transition to be. And you can basically just put them together, and then when you play it, it will look something like that. And also, one of the built-in stuff, you don't have to like use filters and stuff for it, but like there's fade-ins and fade-outs. So like I said at the beginning of the video, you can like do this right here, so that like your video kind of fades in and out. It's a cool thing. There's some uses for it, but overall it's not bad. See all the other options that you have over here. I'm not going to go through all of them, obviously, things like audio transition and stuff like that. So next up we have text and titles. So they're also pretty easy to use. Everything over here is just like drag and drop. So basically you can just drag it in and create another video track. You can put it in, and then over here you can put whatever title you want. You can change the font, the color, the size, whatever you need it to, and it's pretty easy to use. It's pretty useful as well. You're going to be using that a lot. After you're done making the video, you want to come to the Deliver tab over here. So at the bottom right here, the rocket, the Deliver tab. So you want to just go through all this stuff. I like to do like custom export. I did try the YouTube 1080p. It's not the best, to be honest. I think like if you do it yourself with the custom, it's a lot better. Obviously pick the name of the file. Have to pick where you want it to be. Just right there is fine for me because it's just a tutorial. And once you go through all this stuff, the resolution, the frame rate, stuff like that, you can add it to the render and just render on. You can also just make like multiple videos in the same project. It'll like save this one, and you can make like another timeline for it and do anything. I'm not going to render it because it takes a lot of power, but yeah, you can just press this button and it will render it all. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you guys were able to learn something from this video and use this video to create more videos in the future for yourself. Don't forget to leave a like and comment, and also feel free to put any feedback that you think I should have done differently or anything like that, because I am pretty new to content creation, so that would be much appreciated. And thank you so much for watching. Peace.